Imagine the stadium lights blazing, the crowd roaring like a pack of caffeinated hyenas, and one player who thinks destiny has just kissed his forehead. He breaks free, slams a dunk, or dives toward the end zone only to stop, shimmy, wave at the crowd, or unleash a dance that looks like a chicken learning salsa. Victory feels certain, but then bam, out of nowhere, the ball slips, an opponent swoops, and the universe decides, not today, buddy. This is the absurd tradition of players celebrating way too early, from the NBA to the NFL. From soccer fields to Olympic tracks, athletes have a talent for counting chickens long before they hatch. Sometimes literally they hatch dances mid-play. The reason is simple: adrenaline. The brain screams, "We did it," while the body is still technically doing it. And that's when chaos, comedy, and memes collide. Fans remember the bloopers longer than the victories. History books forget them. Internet clips, eternal. Take Lett, Dallas Cowboys defensive lineman. Super Bowl 27. The guy recovers a fumble, rumbles down the field like a runaway refrigerator, stretches the ball out toward the goal line, and then Don Beebe, the Buffalo Bills turbocharged mosquito, smacks it away at the last second. The celebration dies faster than a balloon at a cactus convention. Millions laughed, except Cowboys fans, who developed collective amnesia overnight. This kind of scene is universal. It's not just football, not just American sports. Everywhere humans play games, the temptation to declare victory before finishing the job is irresistible. Maybe it's ego, maybe it's showmanship, or maybe the gods of sports just really love slapstick. Either way, it keeps happening, like gravity and bad karaoke. And the best part, each too early celebration is a masterpiece of timing, too soon by 1 second, and you're on every blooper reel forever, too late, and it's just a regular celebration. Athletes unknowingly dance on that razor's edge of comedy. Basketball is a buffet of premature celebrations. Picture a player hitting what looks like a dagger three. He backpedals, flashes 3 fingers, yells it's over, but the ball is still orbiting Earth like a confused satellite. Clang! It bricks harder than grandma's fruitcake. Suddenly, he's not a hero. He's a meme. The crowd's cheer mutates into a laugh track straight from a 90s sitcom. Remember, Nick Young, also known as Swaggy P? He turned around, arms raised in victory, before his three-pointer even touched the net, except, plot twist, it didn't go in. The moment froze in time, like the sports version of a Shakespearean tragedy. But with more neon sneakers, that one clip became his legacy, cemented into the Basketball Hall of Meme. It's not always shooters, sometimes it's dunkers. Imagine a player sprinting coast to coast, ready to posterize an opponent, only to botch the dunk because he started the mean mug face too soon. The rim says no, and suddenly his bravado is recycled into pure embarrassment. Even worse, when the crowd is already screaming because the silence that follows is louder than any buzzer. Soccer, meanwhile, takes premature celebration to an art form. Players sprint half the field, arms spread wide like they're auditioning for a toothpaste commercial, only to realize the ball didn't cross the line. Goalkeepers, smug as cats, scoop the ball back into play, and the once celebrating striker looked like he's running back to his mom's minivan. And then there are track athletes, sprinters who glance back, thump their chests, and slow down 1 step before the finish line just enough to get overtaken by a rival who kept running like a caffeinated cheetah. If there's one universal law of sports, it's this: never stop until the whistle, the buzzer, or the confetti cannon says so. But what makes these moments so addictive? Comedy lives in the gap between expectation and reality. When athletes celebrate early, expectation skyrockets. The crowd is already imagining the highlight reel. Broadcasters are halfway through screaming, "Unbelievable," and then reality crashes like a clumsy elephant in roller skates. The failure isn't just physical, it's poetic. Fans don't just watch sports for skill, they watch for chaos, the unpredictable glitch in the matrix that turns gods into mortals. Early celebrations are the perfect glitch. They remind us that no matter how tall, fast, or strong an athlete is, they're still vulnerable to overconfidence. That's the spice of sports soup. Commentators fuel the comedy even more. Their voices, stretched to operatic levels of hype, instantly backpedal into awkward silence. You'll hear, "He's got ITO. Oh no, nope, never mind." It's like hearing a symphony cut short by someone unplugging the speakers. The tonal whiplash is hilarious, and memes, they do the heavy lifting. One clip of a botched celebration spreads across TikTok faster than a cat sneezing, edits, remixes, captions suddenly. The athlete's biggest professional embarrassment is also their most famous contribution to culture. A dunk might win you the game, but a premature dance guarantees you immortality. So really, when we laugh at these moments, it's not cruelty, it's admiration for how sports can accidentally script comedy better than Hollywood. Athletes play for trophies. Fans, deep down, play for bloopers. Let's go back to football for a second. DeSean Jackson, speedy wide receiver, had a habit. He loved to drop the ball at the 1-yard line, not spike it, not carry it in, just release it, like a magician revealing the trick early. The referees didn't applaud. They ruled no touchdown, and opposing defenses thanked him like a man giving away free donuts. His highlights reel doubled as a blooper reel, which is a rare but powerful career choice. Then there's track and field. Usain Bolt himself nearly fell victim. In Beijing, during a qualifying heat, he jogged the last meters with a grin so wide it could light up the stadium. Luckily, he still won because he was bold. But had someone passed him, the internet would still be laughing today. Even legends flirt with the curse of early celebration. In baseball, we've seen batters toss the bat sky high after a home run, only for the ball to die at the warning track, plopping politely into a fielder's glove. The crowd gasps, the runner scrambles, and the bat flip looks less like swagger and more like slapstick. Even tennis, a supposedly noble sport, is not safe. A player might fist pump, thinking they've aced their opponent only to watch the ball land to inches wide. Cue awkward towel break. The umpire, emotionless as a vending machine, calls out, while the crowd chuckles like it's open midnight. And in hockey, nothing's funnier than a player celebrating a goal while the puck never crossed the line. They skate away, arms raised, face gleaming while the replay shows the puck bouncing off the post and trickling out like an embarrassed puppy. Cold ice, colder reality. So, what's the moral of this absurd carnival? Simple. Sports aren't finished until they're finished. The lesson is as old as time, but ignored more often than seatbelt signs on airplanes. Celebrate too early, and the universe will gladly turn you into a blooper superstar. But maybe that's the beauty of it. Victories fade, stats gather dust, championships get replaced by newer ones. But premature celebrations, they're forever. They live in gifs, highlight reels, and late-night talk show jokes. They bring joy to millions who will never dunk, sprint, or spike, but who know the sting of finishing the job too soon. Athletes might feel embarrassed, but fans feel grateful. These moments remind us that sports aren't just about glory. They're about laughter, chaos, and the fragile line between triumph and disaster. That's what makes them so human and so cartoonishly funny. So the next time you see a player start the dance early, don't groan, cheer. Because you're witnessing a sacred tradition, a universal comedy routine that spans all sports, all cultures, all eras. The gods of bloopers are being fed, and the internet is sharpening its mean tools. And who knows, maybe the next legendary athlete isn't the one who scores the most points or wins the most medals. Maybe it's the one who celebrates too soon, falls flat, and makes the world laugh harder than any trophy ever could.